What was discovered in that tunnel was incredibly terrifying, but it sparked humanity's most daring engineering adventures beneath the waves. Imagine massive concrete tubes burrowing into the ocean floor, defying crushing depths and unpredictable currents. From ancient, hand-dug water channels to futuristic underwater highways, these engineering marvels push the boundaries of what seems achievable. Get ready to discover the most extraordinary underwater tunnels that prove that sometimes the most incredible journeys happen completely out of sight. Let's go.
Number 12. Ukraine's Tunnel of Love. Hidden in Ukraine's countryside lies a railway tunnel that has accidentally become one of the world's most romantic destinations, proving that sometimes the most enchanting places emerge without human planning or design intent. The Tunnel of Love stretches between 3 and 5 kilometers through a natural archway of trees that have grown to form a living green cathedral over the railway tracks. This botanical tunnel creates an ethereal atmosphere that feels more like stepping into a fairy tale than following a functional transportation route. The tunnel's romantic reputation stems from its serene, almost mystical environment, where trains pass only 3 times daily, leaving long periods of peaceful silence, broken only by bird songs and rustling leaves. The natural archway filters sunlight into dappled patterns that shift throughout the day, creating constantly changing light shows that photographers and couples find irresistible. The tunnel's name reflects local folklore, suggesting that couples who walk through together while making wishes will see their relationships flourish. What makes this tunnel particularly special is its organic development over decades without human intervention. Trees gradually grew over the railway tracks, their branches naturally intertwining to form the tunnel effect. The railway company made minimal modifications, allowing nature to create this living architecture that changes with the seasons. Number 11. Utah's historic Zion Marvel. The Zion Mount Carmel Tunnel, completed in 1930, represents a pivotal moment in American infrastructure development when engineers first attempted large-scale tunnel construction through the challenging terrain of national parklands. This 1.1-kilometer passage, carved through red sandstone cliffs, initially served as the longest tunnel of its type in the United States, opening previously inaccessible areas of Zion National Park to automotive tourism and fundamentally changing how Americans experience natural landscapes. Construction began in the late 1920s using techniques that seem primitive by modern standards but represented cutting-edge technology for their time. Workers used dynamite and hand tools to blast through solid sandstone, creating a passage wide enough for the automobiles of that era. The tunnel's completion coincided with America's growing automotive culture, when car ownership was transforming from luxury to necessity, and road trips were becoming a national pastime. The tunnel's initial design proved problematic as vehicle sizes increased over subsequent decades. What seemed adequate for 1930s automobiles became dangerously narrow for modern trucks, buses, and recreational vehicles. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video, so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go! Number 10. Norway's revolutionary subsea highway. Deep beneath the frigid waters of the North Sea lies Norway's crown jewel of underwater engineering, a 14.4-kilometer subsea tunnel that redefines what's possible beneath the waves. This isn't just another road, it's a testament to Norwegian innovation that combines cutting-edge technology with environmental consciousness in ways that would make Tesla engineers jealous. The tunnel plunges deeper than any road tunnel has ever dared, creating an underwater highway that feels more like science fiction than infrastructure reality. Construction teams faced challenges that would make even the most experienced engineers pause. Imagine drilling through solid rock while 2.3 kilometers of seawater presses down from above, with currents that could shift equipment like toys. The engineering precision required here rivals space missions. One miscalculation could flood the entire project. Norwegian engineers developed specialized boring machines that could operate in these extreme conditions, essentially creating underwater robots that carved through bedrock with millimeter precision. What makes this tunnel truly revolutionary is its green technology integration. Electric vehicles receive substantial toll discounts, transforming the tunnel into more than just a passage. It becomes a catalyst for sustainable transportation. Number 9. The Channel Tunnel's triple threat. Since May 1994, the Channel Tunnel has operated as the world's longest undersea tunnel, stretching 50.5 kilometers beneath the English Channel and fundamentally altering European connectivity. This isn't a single tunnel, but a sophisticated network of 3 parallel passages that work in perfect coordination. 2 tunnels handle rail traffic in opposite directions, while the third serves as a service tunnel for maintenance and emergency operations, creating an underground transportation ecosystem beneath the waves. The tunnel's construction required 6 years of intensive work, with teams boring simultaneously from both the English and French sides. Meeting in the middle wasn't just about engineering precision, it required diplomatic coordination between 2 nations with very different construction standards and safety protocols. The final breakthrough moment, when British and French workers shook hands through the last barrier of rock, became a symbol of European unity that transcended mere infrastructure. What makes the Channel Tunnel particularly ingenious is its ability to handle multiple transportation modes. The Lay Shuttle service carries entire vehicles, allowing drivers to remain with their cars during the 35-minute journey. Number 8. Hezekiahs' ancient masterpiece. 7 centuries before Christ, Jerusalem's king Hezekiah commissioned an underground water tunnel that showcases engineering brilliance rivaling modern achievements. This 530-meter passage, carved entirely by hand through solid limestone, represents one of humanity's earliest triumphs over seemingly impossible engineering challenges. The tunnel's primary mission was survival, ensuring Jerusalem's water supply during the impending Assyrian siege that threatened to strangle the city into submission. The construction method still amazes archaeologists and engineers alike. 2 teams of workers began digging simultaneously from opposite ends, one starting at the Gihon spring outside the city walls, the other beginning at the Pool of Siloam inside Jerusalem. Using only primitive tools like chisels and hammers, these ancient engineers somehow managed to meet in the middle with remarkable precision. The tunnel's slight S-curve follows natural rock formations, proving that ancient builders understood geology better than many modern construction projects. Biblical accounts in 2 Kings and 2 Chronicles describe the tunnel as a crucial element in Jerusalem's defense strategy. By redirecting the Gihon Springs flow through the underground channel, the city could maintain its water supply while denying the same resource to besieging armies. This water warfare tactic proved so effective that it influenced military engineering for centuries afterward, with many ancient cities adopting similar underground water management systems. Number 7. Gulongs' hand-carved nightmare. Carved entirely by hand through a Chinese mountainside, the Gulong Tunnel Road represents both human determination and engineering terror in equal measure. 13 villagers spent 5 years in the early 1970s using only basic tools to create this 4-meter-wide passage through solid rock. Their motivation wasn't modern convenience, but survival. The villagers needed access to the outside world, and the mountain was their only obstacle. What they created became one of the world's most dangerous roads. The tunnel's construction story reads like something from an adventure novel. Without dynamite, heavy machinery, or modern safety equipment, these villagers attacked the mountain with hammers, chisels, and unlimited determination. They worked in shifts around the clock, with some villagers holding oil lamps while others chiseled away rock fragments. Several workers died during construction, but the survivors continued their mission with an almost religious dedication to connecting their isolated community with the broader world. What makes the Gulong tunnel uniquely treacherous are the 30 windows carved into the rock walls. These openings allow natural light to illuminate the tunnel's interior, but they also create a deadly distraction.
Number 6. Barong's Underwater Marathon. South Korea's Barong Undersea Tunnel stretches 6.9 kilometers beneath churning seas, connecting the mainland to what was once an isolated island community. This engineering marathon took 11 years to complete, with construction teams facing some of the most challenging underwater conditions imaginable. Every meter of progress required battling against powerful ocean currents, unstable seabeds, and the constant threat of equipment failure in an environment where rescue operations are nearly impossible. The tunnel's 4-lane design handles both passenger vehicles and massive commercial trucks, transforming regional logistics overnight. Before this tunnel existed, transporting goods to the island required careful coordination with ferry schedules and weather conditions. A single storm could strand entire communities or delay critical supply deliveries for days. The tunnel eliminated these vulnerabilities, creating a reliable transportation artery that operates 24/7 regardless of surface conditions. Construction began in 2010 with teams using revolutionary tunnel boring machines specifically designed for underwater work. These massive mechanical moles, each weighing hundreds of tons, gradually carved through the seafloor while sophisticated monitoring systems tracked every millimeter of progress. The precision required was astronomical. Teams had to account for tidal forces, seismic activity, and the gradual settling of the tunnel structure over time.
Number 5. Brockvilles' Luminous transformation. Canada's first railway tunnel, completed in 1860, has discovered a second life that illuminates the potential for infrastructure rebirth. The Brockville Railway Tunnel originally served trains traveling through Ontario's challenging terrain. But after decades of abandonment, creative minds transformed this forgotten passage into an immersive sensory experience that attracts thousands of visitors annually. The transformation demonstrates how obsolete infrastructure can become cultural treasures with sufficient imagination and investment. Modern LED lighting systems now bathe the tunnel's interior in synchronized colors that pulse and shift in harmony with a carefully composed musical soundtrack. Visitors walking through the 525-meter passage experience a constantly changing light show that transforms the tunnel into something resembling an underground cathedral or futuristic art installation. The combination of historical stone walls and cutting-edge lighting technology creates an otherworldly atmosphere that feels both ancient and ultra-modern. The tunnel's renovation required extensive structural work to ensure visitor safety while preserving its historical character. Engineers reinforced the original stone archways and installed climate control systems to protect both the structure and electronic equipment.
Number 4. Stockholm's Underground Art Gallery. Sweden's Stockholm Metro has evolved into the world's longest art gallery, transforming mundane daily commutes into cultural experiences that rival major museums. Beginning in 1957, Stockholm launched an ambitious initiative to commission artists for decorating metro stations, turning the entire subway system into a 110-kilometer underground canvas. This wasn't just decoration, but a revolutionary approach to public art that made culture accessible to everyone, regardless of economic status or artistic background. 90 of Stockholm's 100 stations now feature unique artistic installations, ranging from intricate mosaics to massive sculptures and even digital pixel art displays. Each station reflects the individual vision of different artists, creating a diverse underground landscape where commuters never know what visual surprise awaits at the next stop. The variety ensures that regular users continue discovering new details and perspectives even after years of daily travel through the same routes. The Metro Art Project democratized culture in ways that traditional galleries couldn't achieve. While museums require special trips and often charge admission fees, Stockholm's underground art reaches millions of people who encounter it as part of their daily routines.
Number 3. Switzerland's Alpine Masterpiece. The Gothard Base Tunnel represents the pinnacle of modern tunnel engineering, stretching 57 kilometers through the Swiss Alps at depths reaching 2.3 kilometers below ground. Completed in 2016 after 17 years of construction, this €12 billion project holds multiple world records as both the longest and deepest operational tunnel on Earth. The tunnel's primary mission was transforming European rail connectivity by creating a high-speed route that bypasses the challenging Alpine mountain passes. Construction teams faced geological challenges that pushed engineering science to its limits. The tunnel boring machines had to operate in rock temperatures exceeding 46 degrees Celsius while maintaining millimeter precision over distances spanning dozens of kilometers. The project required excavating 28 million tons of rock, enough material to build several city skylines. Advanced cooling systems and specialized concrete mixtures were developed specifically for this project's extreme conditions. The tunnel's impact on European transportations cannot be overstated. Travel time between Zurich and Milan decreased by an hour, while the route between Zurich and Lugano became 45 minutes shorter. These time savings might seem modest, but they represent fundamental changes in how people and goods move across Europe. Number 2. Drammond Spiral Innovation. Norway's Drammond Spiral represents a unique solution to steep terrain challenges, featuring a helical tunnel that ascends over 200 meters through 6 complete loops within a compact footprint. This innovative design avoids the space requirements and environmental impact of traditional switchback roads, while providing an efficient route to the hilltop. The spiral concept demonstrates how creative engineering can solve transportation challenges in ways that conventional approaches cannot match. The tunnel's corkscrew design creates a somewhat disorienting experience for drivers who must navigate the continuously curving path while maintaining awareness of their position within the spiral. The tight confines and repetitive curves can trigger claustrophobia in some drivers, while others find the experience fascinating from an engineering perspective. The tunnel requires careful speed control and attention to prevent accidents on the curved sections where visibility is limited. Emerging from the tunnel's top provides dramatic relief from the enclosed spiral environment. Visitors are rewarded with panoramic views of the Drammond Valley that showcase the region's natural beauty.
Number 1. Shanghai's Futuristic Journey. The Bund Sightseeing Tunnel in Shanghai transforms ordinary transportation into an immersive entertainment experience that feels more like a theme park ride than traditional infrastructure. Connecting the historic Bund district with the futuristic Pudong area beneath the Huangpu River, this tunnel serves passengers in transparent, futuristic trains that glide through a kaleidoscope of colorful light displays and dynamic visual effects that create an otherworldly journey. The tunnel's design prioritizes sensory experience over pure transportation efficiency. Passengers ride in glass-enclosed trains that provide unobstructed views of the tunnel's elaborate lighting system, which creates constantly changing patterns, colors, and themes along the route. The combination of synchronized music, projected images, and interactive lighting effects transforms the brief journey into an immersive multimedia experience that feels more like traveling through a science fiction movie than crossing under a river. Despite its relatively short length, the Bund Tunnel has become one of Shanghai's most distinctive tourist attractions, drawing visitors who want to experience this unique fusion of transportation and entertainment. The tunnel represents Shanghai's broader approach to infrastructure development, where functional necessity combines with creative innovation to create experiences that serve multiple purposes simultaneously. Now I have a special recommendation for you.
Are you seeing this video that is appearing on the screen? Click on it because I'm sure you'll like it. Well, that's it. And until next time, Curious One.